Welcome to Rival Restaurants, the competitive restaurant-owning game for 3 to 6 players where revenge is the dish best served cold and hot. The goal of Rival Restaurants is to be the first restaurant to earn 20 popularity points and win the game. To earn popularity points, players must cook recipes by collecting the correct ingredients and declaring their intention to cook. To begin the game, set up the market board by placing the discard tray with upgrades in the center and corresponding ingredients in each market. We recommend leaving one ingredient face up in each discard tray slot closest to the market so that the players will know where to put the discarded ingredients. Place the garbage bin and action cards in their allocated areas and leave piles of coins in easily accessible areas for the players. Place the 2 decks of recipe cards to the side of the market board. Give each player a restaurant with a unique set of level up bonuses and a chef, each with a unique power. Chefs must use their powers during the phase specified on their chef card. Also, pass out a popularity point slider, movement wheel, an action card, and a cost guide. Next, give each player one basic recipe and one gourmet recipe along with one random ingredient from every market except the mystery mart. The player's restaurant board must be organized as so, with all ingredients and recipes clearly visible to all players. When you get the ingredients you're looking for, they must be placed next to the corresponding recipe so that everyone can see. Place extra ingredients off to the side, face up. Now let's talk about turn order. Each turn or day is composed of 3 phases, during which all players participate. The 3 phases of each day are Money and Move, Buy and Barter, and Cook and Counter. Our first phase is Money and Move. During Money and Move, players get 1 minute to get their income for that day, which starts at $300, and to then decide where they want to move. For this example, you still need scallions and poultry. You scan the board and decide to go for poultry. To move there, you must point the arrow on the movement wheel to that location. You can only go to 1 location per day, so choose wisely. Once the timer is up, all players reveal their movement wheel and move their chef to that location. If you're going to a market, you must put your chef on the ingredient you want most. Our second phase is Buy and Barter. During Buy and Barter, players get 1 minute to do as much buying and bartering as they can. Let's begin by talking about buying. There are 6 different markets that each sell different ingredients. If a player is at a market, they can choose to buy face-up ingredients off the counter, or they can buy random face-down ingredients off the shelf. Do not restock counters until the next phase. So what happens if multiple chefs are placed on the same ingredient? Once Buy and Barter begins, these chefs must engage in a bidding war, while play continues as normal for all other players. Those in the bidding war must drive up the price until only one person is willing to pay. If there is a tie or no decision is reached by the end of this phase, then no one gets that ingredient. Now let's talk about the Mystery Mart and all the crazy stuff it sells. Alien goo. Use this in place of any ingredient when you cook. Chocolate. Can be sold for $500 at the island. Secret sauce. Can be added to any basic recipe for an additional popularity, max of 1 per recipe. Tofu. For every meat in your recipe you replace with tofu, draw 1 less garbage when you cook. Now let's talk about the island and the 3 different things you can do here. Action cards cost $300 each. You can have a max of 5 and can only use 1 per day. Action cards cannot be used during Cook and Counter. To use an action card, loudly declare, "Action card!" Everyone must stop what they're doing and the timer must be paused until the action card is resolved. Upgrades cost various amounts and make your restaurant more effective. The upgrades allow you to permanently increase your income, cook 2 recipes in 1 day, and increase the chance of finding a recipe that you want. Lastly, while at the island, you can clean up garbage. To get rid of garbage, you must pay $100 a piece. Garbage is bad. More on that in a moment. Don't forget, you can also sell chocolate here. Now let's talk about bartering. During this time, you can trade with other players for money, ingredients, garbage, action cards, recipes, and even future favors. If you trade recipes, you must trade basic for basic and gourmet for gourmet. Once the 1 minute is up, you can finish any transactions you're in the middle of, but Buy and Barter is now over. On to the next phase. Our last phase is called Cook and Counter. During this phase, players can cook recipes to earn popularity points, and the market counters are restocked. This phase is not timed. During Cook and Counter, chefs return to their restaurant and may cook a recipe if possible. If a player is able to cook, they announce it to everyone and have the player on their left verify that they have all of the correct ingredients. When you successfully cook a recipe, the used ingredients are discarded. You gain popularity, and garbage is created. Slide the cooked recipe under the restaurant and replace with a new recipe, a basic for a basic and a gourmet for a gourmet. When you accumulate 3, 7, and 12 popularity points, you get a restaurant level up bonus. These bonuses must be used immediately unless it says from now on. A few notes. Players can only cook 1 recipe per day unless they have a double cooktop upgrade which allows them to cook both recipes. If there is any garbage in your restaurant when you cook, any recipes you cook are worth 1 less popularity per garbage. If you're able to cook a recipe that is the same cuisine as your restaurant, you get 1 additional popularity. After you're done cooking, it's time to restock the market counters. If there's still an ingredient in the rightmost counter on any market, it expires and must be discarded. All remaining counter ingredients slide all the way to the right, filling in all available space. Shelf cards are then drawn to fill in all available space on the counter. If you run out of shelf ingredients, take the discard pile, shuffle it, and place it back on the shelf. After cooking counter, as soon as players are ready, you start a new day, beginning with a new money and move. Rinse and repeat until someone wins. Well, that's it. You now have everything you need to know to play Rival Restaurants. Have fun cooking!